All right, so I've almost completed. I've got about 10, 15 days. I'm about halfway through using the MP7 Aurum, and I just wanted to have a little discussion about it and do a bit of shooty with it also. Um, because it's a really weird gun for me. It's almost like you'll understand what I mean. It's almost like two guns. It's very, very strange, and I'll try and help you understand a little bit. Okay, I don't know. Let's go here and do. Now, this is obviously quite a small range. So this is how the Uzi NZ works. Now, I'm going to aim at the line and I'm going to let it naturally do whatever the fuck it wants to do. Um, it's important to understand this is the gear I'm using. So I'm using everything that you can use to reduce recoil and increase accuracy of the SMG. So I'm going to full spray it so you can give a little listen. So as you can see from this range, if I'm not moving and I just spray someone, it's almost got zero spread or anything, this Uzi NZ. If I'm going to move left to right, we'll see how it works. Okay, so a little bit less accurate. It's not too bad, but definitely if you're moving around, you're not going to get the quickest kills. I mean, that's the same for like 99% of guns anyway. There are only a very select amount of guns that are still overpowered when you're moving. But yeah, let's try to. Well, I don't really need to tap fire, but you can see it if you want. As you can see, if I tap fire, it's going to be like that. If I crouch, it's obviously going to be even better. Yeah. Okay. So now let's do some distance shooting. Let's shoot at this area here. Let's go right to here. All right. So let's give it a zoom in so you can hopefully see a bit better. Full spray. Okay. Full spray crouched. Still pretty accurate. It does have the spread, of course, as you would expect from distance. And now we go with a tap fire, of course. Now I'm trying my best to tap fire. All right. So yeah, the Uzi NZ, pretty deadly. I mean, I've showed clips of it, plenty of clips of it. Pretty deadly, short to mid-range. Long range, it does take a bit of a penalty. It is a bit harder to deal with at long range. But, you know, SMGs, I do personally believe that SMGs should not be as accurate at long range. Wouldn't make sense in my opinion. Of course, there are some exceptions to the rule. But hey, so now we're going to move on to the elephant in the room and the knife, holy shit. The gun that actually causes me a few headaches to a certain degree, and I'm going to try and show you why. Now, just to be clear, I'm using the same stuff. I haven't moved out of the match or done any shit, I'm no crap like that. All right, so we're going to full spray at the line again. Okay, now we're going to tap fire at the line. All right, you don't need to hear the whole fucking 70 clip. Now we're going to full spray crouched. Okay, now we're going to tap fire crouched. Okay, so tap firing and crouched is very accurate. Sorry, I must have been pulling it down a little bit then. Well, maybe. Let me check again. Huh. So it seems like if you fire for a little while, it's okay, and then it starts to recoil after a while. Now, the problem with this gun is that when you scope in, it performs like a different fucking weapon, from my understanding. And let me just try and show you. Yeah. I don't even need to tap fire that. You just saw what happened. Crouch. Yeah. So I understand that the scope's supposed to increase accuracy, but honestly, like I said, this gun is like two weapons in one. So I've had discussions with people and I've almost felt like I'm arguing with people about this weapon because some people say to me, you use MP7 Aurum, you're using an OP weapon. And I sort of sit there and I go, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I personally, um, I don't scope in that often with the weapon because I don't like it. It reduces your vision a lot, you know. As you can see, it's pulling in your vision a lot, and I don't personally like it. If you look at quite a lot of the gameplay of my streams and things like that, I actually don't scope in that often at all, really. Now, the latest video that I've just posted, that you'll be able to see if you go to my channel and check out the last video, I actually do sit in a Lost Temple and I do practice, or at least I do use, the scoping method, and you will see how stupid it is. It is stupid. I'm not going to sit here and deny it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's fucking stupid. And this is, again, a big issue that I have. So really, I have to decide, like myself, I have to decide, am I going to continue to use this weapon and buy it again after my time runs out? Or am I going to say this weapon's OP and I probably shouldn't use it because it's too easy? That's a big question for me. Now, of course, I can sit here and I can say to you, well, every time I use the weapon, I'm going to use it like this, and I'm not going to use it scoped in, so it's not going to be OP. Of course, I could say that. But there are situations where you need the accuracy and where you need the OP laser precision that the weapon has. Now, when you're moving around like this, I'll show you again. Yeah, so as you can see, now we'll move around scoped in. Yeah, so there we go. We'll try the long range, but I'm pretty sure it'll probably be the same. But just to be fair, let's try the long range. Okay. I mean, hopefully you could see that. It's pretty awful. Let's go crouched. Yeah. Then let's go with the laser sight. Now, you do have to remember, of course, I am using Tactical Package 2, like I said. I am using Ultimate Sweeper. So this is like the best situation that you're going to have. But in all honesty, I don't even think you would need those items, especially the Advanced Sweeper, because the gun just doesn't recoil when you're in scope mode. It just does not recoil. So really, a lot of people will make comments about weapons and things, but honestly, I like to test them in this room, especially because you can test short range, as you saw here. You can test long range, as you saw here. Some people don't like these videos, they find them pretty boring, but it helps you to understand the guns, and I think it's honestly important to understand the guns. So, my final conclusion is that the gun is like a 6 or a 7 if you shoot it like this, but as soon as you go like this, it's a 10 out of 10. Simple as that. You go, boom, 10 out of 10. Boom, 7. Boom, 10. Boom, 7. That's why it's almost a two-faced weapon, in my personal opinion. So, what I'm going to do is I have it for about 14 days or so. After that, I'm not going to purchase it again because I do feel like it's a gun that you can just abuse as an OP weapon. I don't really particularly want to start abusing it as an OP weapon. Some people might come to me and say the Uzi NZ is OP. You know, short to mid range, I'd probably say that you do have a good point. I mean, my argument is I run around all the time. I don't stand still. As you saw with the test I just did, it has a lot more spread and things when you are moving around. But If you feel the Uzi NZ is OP, fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you on that. My final little thing before I go is I do have the Corgi grenade, as you saw. I'm going to try and probably do a little review on the Corgi grenade. I'm not going to do it on the weapons because I don't want to activate them, in all honesty. I have 7-day on the Macmillan Corgi, and I have a 31-day on the MDT Corgi. I don't really want to activate them and use them right now because I'm doing SMG. Sorry about that, guys. But I will definitely give you my feelings on the Corgi grenade because, again, I think that's something pretty important. If you watched till the end, guys, thanks a lot. I know that sometimes these gameplays can probably seem pretty boring. As you see, I've been doing some work on my NX knife also. I'm almost ranked up to Grandmaster on my knife, and then I'll be able to use this beauty a lot. I might use it a lot. I might go to the NZ. I'm not sure which one is better, to be honest, as far as run speed goes. They both say 1.0 weight, but don't believe everything. This is 1.0 weight, by the way, and the SMF knife is also 1.0 weight. Yeah, and you know how fast you run with the SMF knife, and you don't run as fast with this knife, in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to, stick a like on the video. You know what YouTubers talk about. If you want to like, if you want to subscribe to me. I try and do these videos when I can, trying to dig deeper into the game and not just make montages and gameplay all the time. Thanks for watching anyway. Have a nice day.